cannon beans in his bunker deep below. Had a shovel and some gasoline and a stack of crossbows. One sunny day, the skies turned dark. A shadow cast a shiver out from the clouds in a circus bark. Creeping clowns make you quiver. It's bird flu, clown zombies, aliens invade from Mars. Prepper Joe's ready in his long johns with a bunker full of jars. Yeah, it's bird flu, clown zombies, aliens. Now ain't that grand in the Ozarks? Preppers, hillbillies got a plan, man, got a plan. Joe grabbed a mask and old gas can, locked up tight his cellar door, ready himself as any good man for a funky cosmic war. The clowns marched on with red balloon, honking noses, eyes aglow. Bird flu spread from dusk till noon, Joe steeled for the show. It's bird flu, clown zombies, aliens invade from Mars. Prepper Joe's ready in his long johns with a bunker full of jars. Yeah, it's bird flu, clown zombies, aliens. Now ain't that grand in the Ozarks? Preppers, hillbillies got a plan, man, got a plan.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Prepper Pre-Party Show. Yes, I know I've got a camera issue. I swear this time it's StreamYard. Give me a second here, folks. Stay on the stream. I'm going to pop out and pop back in, so it should stay live. If it doesn't, I'll have to relaunch. StreamYard is really ticking me off, folks. I got a good show planned for you tonight, so just bear with me 1 second, okay? I'm going to pop out. I'll be right back. All right, better. Okay, so I don't know. StreamYard's being wonky today, folks. If this crashes, I apologize. My patience for it is wearing thin, and we're gonna do the best we can. But if it keeps crashing, I might just call it a night because my patience for StreamYard is really limited right now. Anyways, we're gonna do something a little different tonight. I was trying to be super positive because after like 4 weeks, 5 weeks of talking about the economy and people losing their jobs and all of that kind of stuff, I had something else planned for you, and I thought I gotta go something with a little bit more positive tonight, a little bit more uplifting. So what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna shout out a few channels here. I think I got about 8 or 9 on my list for tonight. It's not going to be the end of my shout outs, folks. So if I don't get your channel tonight, we'll be doing this again at some point. But I got about 8 or 9 of them that I want to show you tonight. Channels that I follow, channels I think you'll like. Just wanted to stay a little bit more positive tonight because it had been like 5 or 6 weeks of doom and gloom from my channel. I just wasn't feeling the heart for it tonight. Okay. So that first one there, that video that you saw, if you've never seen it before, that's Praxis Prepping, of course, friend of our channel. He actually did that video for a live stream that we did a couple of months ago where we were talking about like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And I can't stand the intro music that StreamYard's got. So until I can sit down and come up with something else for my channel, we're going to use that and consider it my shout out for Praxis Prepping tonight because he has an awesome channel. I mean, he did a phenomenal job with that music video. He actually has background in filmmaking, so that's why he's so good at that. And he's got other stuff on his channel you should check out. He's done like all these kind of little mini movies about like what would happen if the aliens did invade and things like that. So you should definitely check him out. But it's also mixed in with some really good practical prepping advice. He shows you from start to finish, basically his homestead build that he did. Really awesome. And so he's somewhat like-minded for me, I would say, in that I think he's somewhat moderate, not necessarily like extreme right or extreme left. That's what I mean, but like somewhat moderate and independent, tries to give you both sides of like his thoughts on both sides of issues, and then you decide for yourself where you stand on that. So another thing I really like about his channel. So definitely check out Praxis Prepping. And let's say hi to chat here, folks. I saw bunch of people popping in here, and I know I was a couple minutes late. Again, I'm dealing with some technical difficulties and doing the best I can here, folks. Doing the best I can. We're all just trying to get by. And if you can, folks, if you're the praying type, let's all just say a little quick prayer in our heads for Scott's mom. He's here every week in our live stream and in chat, and he popped in to say he's got to take his mom to the ER. So if you could, let's just lift her up in prayer real quick while I'm looking at the chat. All right, amen. Thank you everybody for doing that. Coffee first. How are you doing tonight? Happy Friday. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining us. I saw Maccabeus Anonymous and Maccabeus Everyday Survival and Anonymous Prepper channel. Thank you so much. Appreciate the good vibes. We always can use good vibes. Always. Virginia Bushcrafter, it's good to see you. I hope you are having a good night. You know what, Virginia Bushcrafter, I've been meaning to make you a mod here. Let me fix that right now, brother. We are going to fix that right now. Hang on one second. Thanks for the patience, everybody. All right. First, we got to go into, if you don't know how to do this, if you've got a channel, you go into your settings, and then you go into your community moderation, and that's where you can add people to moderate for your channel. So let's add, I've been meaning to do this for a while. There we go. Oh, his name popped up, and now I lost it. Wait a minute. Virginia. There you are. Okay. Gonna make you a mod right now, brother. Cool. If it doesn't pop yet, then if it doesn't pop in a minute, just if the blue wrench doesn't pop for you in a minute, just go ahead and do a refresh, and then it should be there. Let's see who else. Mike, Utah Mike, how you doing tonight? James, thank you for joining us both. Appreciate you. Becoming Dangerous, thanks for joining us. So Wayne, your channel is definitely on my list tonight. I was going to talk about yours among a couple other people who are already here, and the other one, I don't know if you're still uploading to that, so I'm just going to talk about becoming the Becoming Dangerous channel. Okay, scrolling. See if I missed anybody. All right, cool. Jal Calhoun, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Joy Calhoun, thanks for joining us. Yeah, Praxis is awesome. I love his channel. Prepper for the Ages, how are you doing tonight? Thank you so much. All right, cool. Yeah, hey, Virginia Bushcrafter, thank you. Thank you for all you do for the community, man. You do awesome stuff. You all need to check out Virginia Bushcrafter's videos. Really great stuff. He goes out into the woods a lot, shows you how to make shelters, does some really cool reviews, shows you how to work with knives and axes. Cool. All right. I think I got everybody that popped in that's talking. And if you're lurking, that's okay too. Don't be shy. It's a good community where, everybody here is pretty kind. We don't usually have any problems here. So if you want to say hi and introduce yourself. We get some good chat going here. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. The first one I have is Corsair Trainers. Now, he's also one of our mods, not here, but sometimes he pops in a little bit later. So let's go ahead and show you his channel. Bear with me here just a second. There we go. Should be popping in just a second. There we go. So this is Corsair Trainers. He does a live stream on Mondays. Monday's like midday for me, which is like noon Eastern Standard Time. So I think if you're on West Coast, it's probably like 9 a.m. And really fun, keeps it real. Goes over a lot of stuff in the news. He also does a Saturday night stream. I usually miss that one because I'm usually doing some family stuff, but the Saturday night stream is good too. And then he also loads up some different videos on scenarios, things like that. So I'm going to show you just a few seconds of this one here, give you an idea. Now this one here is AI generated, but if you don't like the AI generated stuff, he also has ones that's him. This is just the one that I decided to pop for now.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you are joining us here. This is Corsair Trainers, where our mission is to make fewer victims, be they from natural or man-made situations. Thank you for joining us. A special thank you to our returning viewers, crew members, and Patreon members. Without your support, we could not provide quality information which could help others in a time of need. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, commenting, and sharing our videos to get the information out to more people. Today, we will be conducting another SHTF reality check. Survival isn't about the strongest.
You guys hear that okay?
Most people think survival is about being the strongest or most well-armed. But history and real-life disasters tell a different story.
Like AI stuff. It's okay. I get it. He has other videos that
everyone loves
AI.
to talk about survival. We've all heard the fantasy. I'll be the toughest guy on the block. I've got my weapons, my gear, and my bunker. Okay. But let me ask you a serious question.
Let me go ahead and...
If survival was just about being strong, why did some of...
All right, so let's go to this. Let me get you a better link. This is a better link here. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, it's good to see you. How are you doing? All right, so there's his link there. And let me show you a different one of his videos. Let me see if I can find one where he's actually talking. Yeah, here we go. Oh, those are members only. Oh man, Steve, you're making them all the ones where you're talking members only. Let's see, has this got him talking? He did one recently that's got him. There we go. Okay. All right, hang on one second.
Too much map clutter?
Sorry, I'm going to skip the ads on these.
But you're looking out to see what's going on.
Okay.
Machine learning.
Oh, what happened? Sorry, guys. I am failing big time. Ahead here just a little bit. There we go. Come on. Are you serious? There we go.
Not as organized, I guess, but the same level of barbarism as what was going on
that's
in
the
Israel.
Saturday Night Live stream. So if you're watching this stuff on replay, for some reason,
Sasquatch
sometimes
says,
it's hard to
this is
see
a Democratic
the live chat. You
yes.
go over here to this little
yes,
panel
Sasquatch,
if it's available.
That's what it is.
And if you open that,
we should do another one of those
live
where,
stream on the way, okay?
Where everybody starts saying the left of center answers to everything.
Okay. So that's Steve, Corsair Trainers. Definitely check out his channel. Let's come back here for a second. And I want to know, guys, if you, while I'm setting up the next one, did anybody get to read any of the JFK files this week? And if you did, was there anything new in there? Like all the stuff that I tried to find, I couldn't find anything that was particularly helpful or useful or that like revealed new information. And the only thing that I saw that was kind of interesting, and I'm going to summarize it, but it's probably not going to be the most accurate, is, so let's go to this here. Okay. There was a memo that he sent out like 10 days before he was assassinated that said that he wanted Russia and the United States to work jointly to try to get to the bottom of these UFOs. I thought that was interesting, and I don't know. I don't think he used the words UFOs. He called it something else, but people who were reading it said that he was talking about UFOs, and that happened 10 days before the assassination. Now, I'm not saying that had anything to do with the assassination or not, but I thought it was interesting as somebody who's interested in UAPs and that kind of stuff. But did you all see anything that was revealing anything new? All right, so this next one here, I'm going to put a link up here. This is Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79. He goes a new video just about every day. Let me scroll back here in just a second. See if you got anything. Oh no, Joy, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we'll definitely keep you in prayers. I'm so sorry. Daryl, what did you see in the JFK files? Was anything interesting in there? Mac, are you going to do a video on it? I would love to hear other people's thoughts on it. Everything I'm reading is there's like nothing that I would say was groundbreaking for me. It was a lot of stuff that was kind of known, if not proven. But nothing that I would say was like a smoking gun that I've seen. So if people have seen other stuff, I would love to watch your videos about this. I can't dig into 30 to 80,000 files. I don't have the time for that, and I know you all probably don't either. But if you've seen something interesting and you're going to do a video about it, I would really love to see that. Orlando Prepper, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm not surprised. YouTube's giving me trouble again this week. Why did they publish identifiable? I think that was a mistake, Vanessa, that they gave out social security numbers. He had some contact with Fidel Castro. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, there's always like, there was, JFK had a lot of enemies. It's interesting if he would have had contact with Fidel Castro. It's interesting what I read about like talking about cooperation with Russia over the UFO stuff. Like all of that stuff is like, really, wow, we never heard this part of it. But again, for me, I haven't seen anything smoking gun that says like CIA was involved or mafia was involved or Cuba was involved. So the published identifiable information, I think it slipped because they were rushing out so many documents. I don't think that was intentional. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, I hope you're doing all right. It's good to see you, my friend. Happy Friday. You know, I'm hoping they release the Roswell files. That's what I want to see. The JFK stuff is super interesting too. RFK, I've done a whole video talking about the RFK assassination. If you want to check out that, I think it's title of the video is "Can a Person Be Programmed to Kill with Hypnosis?" I think that was the name of my video, and it's all about the RFK assassination. Timothy Edwards, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. All the way from UK. Thank you. All right, so we got Uncle Al is up there. Let me show you just a little bit of his channel really quick. Uncle Al's really funny too. He'll shoot straight with you, man, and he's going to tell you if you're being dumb. He's going to tell you you're being dumb. So I kind of like that. So let's go check out his channel. Let's see. Try to get one of the newer ones here. So. Yeah, let's just go the last one he did here.
Today is March 19th. It's spring, and I found my keys. Okay? A lot of people don't understand Uncle Al loves machetes.
That's right.
It's like somebody, but I got a keyboard. Fine. You used to have a hand in a keyboard. Remember, don't bring a knife to a machete.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. So that's Uncle Al.
That's a long morning.
And he's pretty. He'll give you a lot of preparedness and survival stuff, but also throws in a lot of comedy. And he'll shoot straight, and he'll call people out for being dumb. So he's got a good time, man. Make sure you guys checking out his channel as well. Let's go ahead and stop that one. I'm gonna swing back. And Kentucky Craig, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us. I'm just doing some channel shout outs tonight. And the next one I had was Southern Tier Prepper. So let me pull hers up. Did you all see the announcement today while I'm doing this for the new fighter jet that Boeing got contracted for? Now, I watched half of that. I got to go back and finish it. I want to kind of see what they say about this thing. But for those of you who may have watched the press conference about it, does that mean like the Lockheed Raptor is done? Like we're cutting that contract and it's gone? I also found that it was interesting that they're giving this contract to Boeing, considering like, you know, I'm not against Boeing. Obviously, they're actually the biggest employer in my state. I have friends who work for Boeing, but I did, you know, with all the controversy that Boeing's had this past year, I found it interesting that they got that contract. All right, so this next one is Southern Tier Prepper. I'll give you the link. It's right. The Uncle Al's link is up there right now. The Dive Bullfrog 79, and on my screen. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you Southern Tier Prepper now. Yeah, she's good people. Anonymous Prepper channel. Yes, that's the F-47 jet by Boeing. So yeah, Southern Tier Prepper is good people. Let me put her. That on the screen right now. That's her YouTube channel, and let's go ahead and share that. Bear with me here. You're welcome. All right, Southern Tier Prepper. Okay. And she's been a little bit busy with some personal stuff lately, so she hasn't released anything new, but still got great content on here. So make sure you are checking out hers. Get some shorts here. Maybe I'll start showing some of the shorts. So let's see. She has some good chicken ones here. Let's see.
You're my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my
Oh, that's rabbits. I'm sorry.
Drop, snickums, spickums. You're
I thought it was one of her chicken videos.
apple of my eye, and I love you so, and I want you to know
I think it's
that
rabbits,
I'll
right?
always
Yeah.
be right here, and I love to sing.
So
the
she's
song
got
to you. Be
whoops. Okay, let me stop that. Stop. There we go. She's got like a lot of homesteading videos and chicken videos. Now she did have some personal life stuff going on. That's so the new releases are a little bit slower right now, but I have no doubt that she'll be putting new content out soon. And she's got plenty of good stuff up there from some of her older videos too. So Freedom by Me, how are you doing tonight? And Sassy Gal Prepping, appreciate y'all. Thanks for joining. And mods, by the way, while I'm doing some of these, if you all want to share some of the channels that are in chat, feel free. If you want to add some links, if you want to add your links in too, that's what tonight's video is all about. Just kind of sharing information. So let me scroll back here a little bit, see if I missed anything. We were talking about the F-47 Raptor, which is, I'm sorry, the F-47 through Boeing. I don't know if there's another name for it, but the Raptor, as Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival said, I guess was a 5th generation. This is the newer one, so it's supposed to be even more stealthy, even more fast. But again, I hear what you're saying at Utah, Mike. I'm gonna get there in a second about the DoD spending. I'm gonna check out the video to see what this jet's all about. But Mike, your comment, I agree with you, man. I think that with the military budget is a little bit inflated. Today, from what I understand, was the first day that DOJ is actually looking at the Pentagon's budget. So we've been talking about this the last few weeks. I don't want to rehash everything I've been saying in the last few weeks, but the Pentagon has failed 6 audits, at least 6. It might be 7. They've failed 6 audits. There is trillions of dollars unaccounted for. Now, I'm not saying all military spending is wasteful. Of course, we need a strong military. I'm going to support that. But we have trillions of dollars unaccounted for, and we can't just say, oh, national security, we can't tell you about this. Somebody has to be able to pass this audit. You don't have to show me exactly what all these things are capable of or who the auditor, but you need to be able to say, okay, 15 trillion was spent to develop this new jet, or whatever the number was. I just made that up. Somebody has to be accountable for this, because there's no accountability at all. And if you were going to hide money, this would be the easiest way to do it, is through the Pentagon's black budget, because there's no trace of where this money is going, and that is not okay. All right. I'm sure that there's stuff in there that could be cut. All right. So I'm going to try to stay positive. We're going to stay positive tonight. Stay positive. Serenity now. Yeah, Daryl, he's got a great channel. Uncle Al's good people. Shout outs in to be avoided. Yeah. Yes, you don't want to get into a firefight when the hospitals are closed. I agree. Found a lost flashlight from at least last summer, if not 2 years ago. Vid to come. Oh, that's cool. You know, I've lost so many like EDC things over the years, usually hiking or camping, because, you know, you're squatting down to put something together, or, you know, putting your tent together, it falls out of your pocket. And if you don't hear it because it hits grass, then it's gone. And, but I've also found some stuff like, you know, flashlights and knives and things like that when I'm camping or trail hiking and stuff like that. So easy come, easy go, I guess, you know. I did lose one pretty expensive flashlight at Blade Show. That bummed me out. That was my EDC flashlight. Yeah, I was Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. I wasn't going to get into, since it's not my story to tell, I wasn't going to get into what had happened for her. Machetes are good to have. You should, it's not a bad idea to keep like a kukri or a machete in your car. Just, you know, I'm not even talking about like for the zombies. I'm talking about, you know, you downed tree branches and stuff like that. Something that's in your way that might be small enough that you can get it out of your way with that. Yeah, I'm gonna watch some more of that stuff probably later tonight. Bacon might be busy. I don't know. He's been popping in a little bit later, so we might still see him. Be right back. Oh, thanks, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Appreciate that. All right. Has CIA level groups. Thank you. That will be helpful as I'm kind of digging into the material. Thank you. Yeah, getting any kind, honestly, Freedom, any kind of big injury in SHTF, unless you've got a surgeon on your team, is going to be a bad situation. I've got quite a few too. You know, doing product reviews. I've certainly picked up a few along the way. Grit and Grace, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Thanks for popping into chat too. Yep. You can put those things if you want them out of view, just put them under a seat or in the trunk or whatever. It's good to have. I keep a little mini shovel in my vehicle as well. Definitely good advice there. I've got like one of those military folding ones in my vehicle. Oh, thank you, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Appreciate that. Yeah, and that's right, James. You can put an edge on them. Some of them have an edge. And you can buy them with an edge already put on. Okay, cool. I think I'm caught up. All right. Next one was Becoming Dangerous. That's Wayne. I think he's still here. He was in there earlier. He might be listening. I think sometimes he's cooking when we're doing this. So let me get his channel pulled up. So this is Wayne, Becoming Dangerous. Now on Wayne's channel, he does a lot of like firearms content, but he's also got other stuff on there like comms and stuff like that, which I think I'm going to do the video here on emergency comms. Let me pull this up here. We'll skip the commercial in just a second. All right, not trying to pick up a copyright claim. We don't want that. So skip that commercial. All right. And I will give you the link for Becoming Dangerous in just a second. Come on. Share screen. There we go. All right. So this is Wayne's channel.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's time for our e-comms video. This is something I've been working on for a while. Thank you for sticking with me. Comms is one of those things that people don't generally take seriously. I myself have been guilty of just buying a Baofeng UV5R and throw it in the closet. I grew up with ham radio. My dad was a ham radio operator ever since the 60s and 70s, so I grew up with it, at least 2 10-meter and a couple others. I kind of understand the frequency range, how to use them. So I was never too worried about actually using the radio.
Okay, so let me go to his main channel here. You get the idea, and let me grab his link while I'm here. So Wayne has all kinds of stuff on here about like setting up your rifle, emergency heat, really cool stuff. Make sure you all are checking him out. And let's see if we can push him closer to 1,000 subscribers. He's at 569 right now. So let's try to get him a couple more tonight if we can. So this is Wayne's channel here coming up. There we go. Boom. All right. And stop the screen. There we go. All right. So make sure you check out his as well. Oh, thank you. Coffee First put his link up there as well. Appreciate that. Do you have anything in your pockets that can help me? All right, sharpened is good. Yep. So talking about the shovels that can be sharpened, absolutely. So James, also check out like, oh, this is not just for James, for anybody. Check out like military surplus stores. That's where I've found a lot of cool gear over the years. All right. And usually good prices. Usually good prices. All right. So the next one is Maccabeus. Maccabeus Everyday Survival. So let me get his pulled up here. All right, Maccabeus Everyday Survival. All right, and I'm definitely going to give you the link for this one because I've had trouble finding Mac's channel a few times. I think, you know, sometimes YouTube just like doesn't like some of us. So Mac's at 1,720 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him boosted up a little bit more. And so Mac's got all kinds of stuff in here. I want to see if I can find one of his, he like builds things a lot of times with scrap, and I really like that stuff. I want to see if I can find one of those videos. Survivalism. Where is it? Do it yourself apocalyptic. Everything is a resource. That's it. Okay, I got it. Hang on. All right. So let me. Yeah, and I hear you, Freedom by Me. They're putting us through it. Lately I've been my views are way down, my growth is way down. There we go. All right, that's Maccabeus's channel. Let me show you just a minute of this here. Share screen. All right, so this is his Everything is a Resource.
How you doing, everybody? This is Jehoiadak Maccabeus Everyday Survival. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. Hope you're all well fed and well stocked, staying ahead of the curve. I'm gonna do a video today on another one on Everything's a Resource.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward here just a little bit,
Yeah.
giving you the idea.
Picture getting in the way. This here was an old gas lantern from the early 1900s, probably. And there was one more piece of brass pipe attached to this, but it set down into this tank, and it was all the piece that was here was bent, and it really wasn't salvageable unless somebody wanted to go through a complete restoration, which I wasn't willing to do. I found a few pictures that looked similar to it, but all the rest of them had a pump on them. For this, all it has is a solid plug. And anyway, I took all the gas assembly off the top of it. I had to drill out the top of the tank because that assembly is actually made into this tank. This tank's brass, and I had to drill it out and show you what I got here.
I'll give you just a minute here, and then I'm gonna go to the next one.
I'll try to make this quick as I can, and not stumble on too many things. This top piece, I don't know if you can see that very well, that's just out of an old wall lamp.
Okay, so you get the idea here, folks, right? I always am super impressed with people who are creative and handy. I got a little bit of creativity to me, but I definitely don't have a lot of handiness to me. And you want to talk about resourcefulness and skills that would be helpful when things start to go sideways. Absolutely beneficial to be able to know how to take resources that are around you and turn them into something that can be used. So I think you'll like his channel. Make sure you check his channel out as well. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. I think I've got like I got 6 more if you want to hang out with me. Next one's gonna be Cold War Prepper. So let me go ahead and get his loaded up. I know a lot of you all already follow Lee. Lee's the Cold War Prepper. He's been on my channel as a guest before. All right. Also another veteran. A lot of these guys are veterans, you know, and so they've got different life experiences, have seen SHTF. Hey, Teresa, it's good to see you. How are you doing? Hats, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. A lot of these people have seen stuff that you know, you and I for sure have not seen. I've never had to be engaged in any kind of combat or anything like that, and you know, you got to give respect to people that have put their life on the line. So this is Lee's channel here. I'm going to link, and let's go ahead and give you a little bit of Lee's channel. Cold War Prepper. All right. And so a couple of things that Lee does that I really enjoy is he's got these book clubs that he does where he'll go into discussion about different books. Some of these books are ones that I actually either own in my prepper library or recommend that you pick up for your prepper library. And he just kind of goes through chapter by chapter and talks about what do we learn from there. He's also got his prepper pantry hauls. Let me see if I can show you that. So shows you the different things he's adding to his pantry each week and why, you know, the shelf life on why certain things are better than others. And he also does a live stream, usually at least once a week. His live streams are really good. So gives you an idea here. I think this is one of the book clubs there. Let's see.
Don't overpay for your HVAC system.
If we don't want to copy strike, so we're going to mute you and we're going to skip that. Okay, there we go.
Hello, friends. Good evening, and welcome to the weekly nonfiction post SHTF book club. For those of you who are joining us and didn't have the opportunity to meet the live, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button or the dislike. Either one.
Skip ahead here just a little bit.
Consumed. So you can see both of them are light, so that means they pretty much canceled out. When we come over here, we see that I drew a little bit more. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's just a little bit of tinge of orange and then light orange. That means I consume slightly more than I produce.
Okay, I think he's talking about his solar stuff there.
Oh, I'm going to say about 9:30 this morning.
All right, so Lee's a really good guy, good person, very, very smart, and a lot you can learn from that channel as well. So that is Cold War Prepper. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Let's see. Let me just scroll chat real quick, see if I missed anybody that had popped in. If I missed you, I apologize. Definitely not my intent. I appreciate, you know what? I know you all could be doing anything on Friday nights. You could be going to the movies. You could be getting a pizza with your family. You could be doing board games with your family. You could be video gaming. I appreciate that y'all come and hang out and chat with each other and share a little bit of time with me. I look forward to this every week. It's one of the things that keeps me motivated. I enjoy this community a lot. So thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. All right. I don't think I missed anybody that popped in. If I did, again, I apologize. I'm going to go ahead into the next one in the interest to keep, being respectful of your times here. So, Orlando Prepper, and actually I'm going to do three more, and then I'm going to give you a verbal shout out for the last 3. Okay. Just cause I don't want to run too late. I know everybody's got things they need to do. So the next one is Orlando Prepper. So bear with me here. I'm going to get his set up. And I know at one point there was Orlando Prepper and the Orlando Prepper, right? So I don't know if that got straightened out, but I'm talking specifically about the Orlando Prepper right now. Let me give you his link. And here we go. Hey, I look forward to it, Mike. I appreciate that. All right, so this is the Orlando Prepper. Make sure you get that right. The Orlando Prepper. All right. And he's one of our mods here too. So let's see. Thank you, Coffee First. All right. Oh, I gotta share the screen. Doesn't do you any good unless I share the screen. Present, share screen, the Orlando Prepper. There we go. All right. So he's got a lot of cool stuff up here too. I think in some ways it's like my channel in that he covers a wide range of topics, including some product reviews, things like that. And let me just give you a little example of one of his little product reviews here.
All right, y'all, we in the kitchen. You know what that means? I get to eat something. We're going to try out the 4 Patriots shepherd's pie.
By the way, shepherd's pie, Irish recipe. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody for this week.
Or not.
I love shepherd's pie. Everybody does it a little bit differently, though. I think traditionally you're supposed to do it with lamb.
Orlando Prepper coming at you again, guys.
I actually like it with beef.
Like I said, we're going to review some food here. The four Patriots shepherd's pie. Now, this is a sample pack they sent me to try out. So we're going to test it, and I'm going to see if you're going to like it or not. What we got to do is get some water boiling. Then let this set in the water.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit here.
Now, the instructions say to, fill the pouch with boiling water and let it sit. The peas and the corn cooked well. It's got a great taste, guys.
All right, so if you guys don't know, 4 Patriots, they do a lot of those freeze-dried foods. Now, shepherd's pie, he said his has peas and corn, which is interesting. I like it with corn, but I've also seen a lot of the traditional recipes have like carrots in it instead. So, shepherd's pie is good stuff. All right, let's close that out. Stop screen. Cool. All right. Hill Country Prepper, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. I hope you're having a good Friday so far. We're just kind of going through shouting out some different channels tonight. Mixes the deer I shoot with ground beef, ground Italian sausage, and bacon. That sounds awesome. Hunter pie. All right, I got a couple more. Mike, I need to promote you as a moderator too. Give me just a second. Let me do that because you've been helping out here. Settings, community moderation. Hudson Valley prepping. Why is it not coming out? Man, see, that's how you can tell. Little things like that is how you can tell that YouTube is screwing around with your channel. And like, I don't even want to call it a shadow ban, but they're just making it harder for people to find you. If you search for somebody's channel and it's not coming up, that's what just happened here for me. But eventually it did. Like if you type the whole thing, it did come up. But little things like that, and they do it with Maccabeus's channel sometimes too. All right, so Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, you should have moderator status now. All right. What was the next one? I was going to do Sassy Gal next. Sassy Gal Prepping. Now, I don't have Instagram pulled up, but I'm going to tell you, if you're on Instagram, go ahead and follow Sassy Gal Prepping over there. And if somebody does have Instagram up and they want to go ahead and put the link to that, that's fine. I appreciate that. But let's see. Well, here's one that she and I did together. We'll go with that. Now, Sassy's been on my channel a couple times. Whoops, hang on. I gotta go back. Copy. All right. Now, Sassy's been on my channel a couple times. We've collaborated a little bit. She likes to do that mental health first aid stuff too. So let's do that. Instagram, by the way, same thing. If you can't find somebody on Instagram or you have to like search hard for them, it means that they're just not promoting your channel. They don't necessarily call that a shadow ban, but like they're making it hard for people to find you. All right, there's Sassy Gal is on the screen for her channel now. And let me go ahead and give you just a clip of hers. And this was when I think I was guesting on her channel.
Women's shelter, actually probably should say domestic violence shelter, and that's my focus is more on women.
Going on my camera
and
that day?
So I saw one of Sarge's videos and I said, you know what, I think we've got a lot in common here, and wanted to bring him on. So I hope you will all listen and give Sarge your respect, your full attention when we start the chat. So I would like to have him introduce himself, tell us how you got into this field of mental health. And
all right, so you all know Sassy. You've seen her on my channel several times. Good people. She's got lots and lots of information on here. Make sure you're checking this out. And again, on Instagram as well. So make sure you are following her if you're over on Instagram. Okay. All right, I said one more. I got two more. Hang on with me. We're almost done. Home stretch now. All right, now next one is going to be Coffee First, then Speak, who's also, again, if you guys didn't notice, I'm mostly shouting out my moderators today. That doesn't mean I'm not going to shout out other channels. I just want to make sure I take care of my moderators here first, because they're always taking good care of me. All right, give me a second here. All right, so this is Coffee First, then Speak. Also good people. What did I miss? I think I missed something. I don't know. I was scrolling real quick and I thought I missed something important. I'm just going to keep going forward. If you ask me a question and I missed it, go ahead and put it in caps or something. Oh, Hill Country Prepper, you got that right. We got a great community on YouTube. You know, occasionally there's little beefs and spats that bust out between prepping community. For the most part, I think compared to some other niches, like we do pretty good. I try to stay out of conflict with other channels. I'm just not interested in that. Once in a while, I've even had a few little problems. I've had to ban a couple people because they were coming on here causing trouble. And I hate doing that. I hate taking away somebody's speech, because I'm actually, free speech is really important to me. But everybody knows the rules here, right? Like if you come on here and you're hateful, and if you're disrespecting other people, and the last person I had to do this for was basically coming into chat and into the comments, and whatever people were saying, they were one-upping them. If you know what that means, like, oh, that's nothing, I do it better because I do it like this. And a couple times I tried to like say something to him like, hey, you know, just chill out, we all have great ways of doing things. He didn't want to hear it, so he kept going, and finally I said, all right, I got to cut this person off. We're not going to do that in this community. We're not going to one-up each other. Then he went and badmouthed me. All right. So, and people tell you, by the way, if you go and start crap about people in this YouTube community, it's a small community. People are going to tell you. So people told me like, hey, this dude's out there talking crap about you. Whatever. Do your thing, dude. I'm not interested in the beef. Just don't come on here and be hateful to other people. I don't do that. We're not going to do that here. And I'm not going to give you a platform to do that. Other than that, I will let you exercise your free speech. I only have a few rules here. Everybody knows this, right? All right. Coffee First, then Speak. Let me show you a little bit of her channel. Now, Coffee's also collaborated with me a couple times, and I like Coffee First. She does a lot of mental health stuff here. So the live streams is what you want to be checking out here. The last one was about 4 days ago. It looks like I need to catch up on that one.
Hey, everyone. How is everybody doing today?
Fast forward here just a little bit.
Bad coping skills that are oh, hey, Casey. Yeah, no, see, I like it.
So very, very chill,
I like it,
relaxed.
except I don't like the salt.
Good place to come if
and
you're
I've never
good.
really been able to make it myself where it doesn't really taste just.
Good live stream to come to if you just need to like chill out for a little bit and want to talk about things that are stressing you out or anxiety and how to deal with it. So that's Coffee First, y'all. And she's been helping out here. I never watched myself. Yeah, so Coffee First. I will watch the recorded videos that are like heavily edited. I don't usually like watching my own live streams as well, because you know you pick up on all these like little nuances that I can't edit out. So I just kind of they're out there and I don't look at it because we all can get self-conscious about stuff like that. But you have a great live stream, so thank you for what you do. All right. Scrolling. Yeah, we do a pretty good job policing ourselves. And you know, I mean, there's some channels out there that are promoting stuff that it's just not in line with my message. And I don't I don't usually if they're not in line with my message, I don't watch them and I don't talk about them. It's just like that's somebody else likes that's cool. You know, it's not we're all allowed to believe different things. That's something that's another value of mine. Like, I don't have to agree with what you're saying. I respect your right to have an opinion and to believe what you believe. I might not engage with it and I might not be a part of your channel, and that's okay. But I'm not going to come on here and say like, hey, you know, don't watch little Timmy's channel because he's a jerk, and you know, that kind of, just do your thing. It's cool. There's enough audience for all of us, you know. There's channels that I don't watch anymore because they got super doom and gloom and like the world is ending tomorrow all the time. You know, we do have to sometimes talk about that stuff. It's part of prepping and survival. And I get, you know, because I have to market too. I get that like that's what draws people in. Like people, if I did a video that said, hey, we might have a slight recession this month or this year, you know, it just in case it happens, here's some things you could do. Nobody's clicking on that. But if I make a title that says the economy is about to fall apart, let's prep, people will click on that, right? Because there is a little bit of draw to sensationalism. We have to be careful with that, right? Because if you make it too over the top, then you start to lose your authenticity, or at least for me, I start to lose my authenticity if I go that route. People ask me what I'm prepping for. My answer is retirement. I hope to retire. I hope none of these things happen. I hope we don't get into a World War III. I hope we don't ever have zombies. I hope we don't have an EMP, right? Like, I don't want any of those things. Do I talk about them? Do I do what I can to mitigate and protect my family and share that knowledge? Yeah. But again, what am I prepping for? Hopefully retirement. That's my goal. All right. Last one was, of course, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. So let's go ahead and do his. And then I got 3 that I'm just going to tell you about. We're not going to do a deep dive into these other 3 tonight. We'll probably hit them on a different night. So if you are not already watching Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, strongly recommend you check them out. These guys have been on my channel a couple times. One of these days, I got to get over to your channel, Mike. But their live stream, my pleasure, man. You guys put out great content. Their live stream, in my opinion, is one of the most fun live streams in the prepping community. So let me put their channel up there. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Share screen. All right. Okay, so this is Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. We actually started around the same time. And let's go to, I want to show you one of the live streams here. So they do a couple different things here. Sometimes it's just Mike. Sometimes he does, it's him and Livingston Man. And sometimes it's the 4 horsemen, which is Pete, the roaming prepper, and Vision Preparedness. So let's go ahead and do one of these guys real quick.
You're about to be entrusted with
no, we don't want to copyright. We don't want to copyright a hit. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me fast forward here just a little bit. Give you the idea.
Learn how to fix your house. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know that
you don't know these guys down here. That's Mike.
Like, there's people out there that don't know how to, like,
they're the channel
plunge the
operators.
toilet.
Mike's the channel operator. Hudson Valley
There's
Prepping.
people out there that don't know how to, like, fix a leak in the
roaming
roof.
prepper. Where
3 years ago, I would have said no way.
And that's vision to the
no
left.
way. But yeah, you're right.
You know, there's a lot of practical things that you might, especially if you're a bug inner or a homesteader, that they're not exactly in bold print, and you get to find these things out. How do I do this? The practical knowledge. I mean, what else? Your EDC kit really matters. Proper items used in the way that you use them, you'll have them for years. It'll be like become part of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, decisions you could make now. It was a kind of a vague question.
Oh yeah.
I want to show you one more of their, I really like this one here too that they do, that we all gonna die. Let's show you the intro video here to get you an idea of the vibe. Where's that sweet intro? There it is.
That beautiful bean footage.
There we go. This is Livingston Man.
We all gonna
Love it. That's right. All right. You know what? You know what, folks? I think that was a great one to end on. You get the vibe, right? You get the vibe. So they always have a great time over there. Make sure you are checking out their stuff. And Mike says we make our own music. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I mean, you guys have such a good vibe on your channel. It's really fun to watch. All right. I got 3 that are just going to be verbal shout outs for now. We'll hit them another night. Silver Scorpion, good friend of mine. He's also very active on Instagram, and Scorpion Metals is his other channel. Forager Chick, also a good friend of mine. She's been on the channel before as a guest, and she does a lot of foraging videos and how to make food with the stuff you forage. And of course, the GD Bacon. So make sure you check out GD Bacon. He is usually going live on Friday nights. It's just about like when I'm going to bed. I always try to catch it, but a lot of times I'm falling asleep as he's going live. Now Bacon, it's not really so much like a preparedness channel or anything like that. I mean, they do talk about like current events and stuff like that. It's just a fun vibe. I would say bring a beverage and bring an open mind and a sense of humor. And if you're easily offended, leave that at the door. And you will have a good time. It's a good, fun stream. And they party all night long, y'all. I've woken up the next day on Saturday and they're still rocking and rolling on that live stream. So check them out. All right, let me check your chat one more time. We're gonna end this one with a positive message as always. And I want to say once again, I appreciate everybody for joining us tonight, giving me a little bit of your Friday. You could be doing anything. I appreciate that you are here, hanging out with us for just a few minutes. Hats, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. And QV Farmer, thank you. Appreciate you. Welcome. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Thank you, everybody. I got some new faces in here tonight. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm assuming that some of you might have come over from like Mike's shout out there. Wild Bull. Some people have a prepper YouTube channel that are not all preppers at all. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Four Horsemen are all great channels. Roaming Prepper and Vision Preparedness are also great channels. I think, to piggyback on what you're saying there for a second, Wild Bull, you can get great prepping material off of some of the gardening channels, off of some of the homesteading channels, off of some of the bushcrafting channels. Scrapping channels, people that do like what we were talking about before, where they like scrap things and sometimes they sell the metals or sometimes they make something out of it. Like all of that is also preparedness. I would say I get some prepping stuff from financial channels that I watch too, right? Like, sometimes not just silver and gold, but like passive income and things like that. That's part of preparedness too. you know. So it's preparedness is such a big topic that, like, to limit it to, you know, food preparedness, where like you're building a pantry and stuff like that. Yeah, that's part of it. But to me, like that, I have to go bigger than that. So we talk about first aid, we talk about mental health first aid, we talk about financial preparedness, we talk about storm preparedness, we talk about war preparedness, and all of that to me is interesting. And we try to, you know, the more we share with each other, the more we can all learn. All right, Burpee Yoga Uncle, how are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good night. I hope everything's good out your way. And we just got done with the wild. I know I was thinking about this because of Burpee Yoga Uncle. We just got done with the wildfires here in the Myrtle Beach. I'm not in Myrtle Beach, but I'm 2 hours away from it. Myrtle Beach area. And unfortunately on the news tonight, they said we are under red flag warnings again. We are just not getting enough rain right now. So fire ban in my state, at least on my section of the state. All right. See if I missed anything else before I go to my message. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. If you got anything of value out of this, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you hate me, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate it that you gave this channel a chance and you listened for a little bit tonight. Don't forget to check in the description down below for some discount codes that I think you will like for products that I handpicked and partnered with in some cases, because I believe in these products. I use them myself when I'm out hiking or camping or in my home when there's storms and power outage. Make sure you check those out. It's got some good discount codes in the description down below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I go live just about every Friday night, and I try to release a new video you're under a burn ban too, every Tuesday. I did not get a long form video out this week. I've been slammed with these stupid taxes still. It's driving me up a wall. I think we're just about done though. Yeah, the winds is part of the issue for us too. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go ahead. I got a positive message I was going to end with here for y'all tonight. All right, so I always try to end my live streams with something positive. My message for tonight: preparation is a gift to your future self. It's an act of hope, courage, and wisdom. Stay proactive, stay resourceful, and remember, the best way to face the unknown is with confidence and readiness. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much. I had a blast hanging out with you tonight, and I'm so glad that I picked something like this instead of my doom and gloom that I've been doing the last 5 weeks. You guys just made my Friday. Have an awesome weekend, everybody.